What is it like to game on a cheap Android tablet? This right here is the outgoing Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite with the Exynos 9611 SoC. It can be found for roughly €100 cheaper than the just updated version with the Snapdragon 720G and around the $200 mark in the US. Can it perhaps replace something like a Nintendo Switch? Spoiler alert, it probably can't. I wanted to start off easy, Minecraft, and it kinda surprised me how badly it actually ran. Even with all the settings pretty much on the lowest and the render distance set to the recommended 7 chunks, there was still quite heavy framerate fluctuations going on, which kinda ruined the experience for me. Unfortunately, the Tab S6 Lite also only has a USB 2.0 port, so connecting a external display via USB Type-C is a no-go. You can still do it wirelessly, but that's obviously not optimal for gaming. GTA Vice City ran fine. The settings were all over the place and the performance reminded me of the older console versions, so pretty playable. The tablet has also quite a weird aspect ratio, 15:9 or 5:3. I personally am not a fan at all of this, and it kinda made me appreciate the aspect ratio of my iPad mini. Not all games support it, as you may have noticed in the gameplay, but GTA Vice City actually did. Life is Strange Before the Storm actually looked and ran fine, although it seemingly doesn't appear to support controllers on Android, which was definitely odd considering it's a console and PC game ported to mobile. The original Doom ran also just fine, unsurprisingly. When I started testing the tablet, I immediately thought that it would be the perfect device for cloud gaming, so I decided to test Xbox Cloud Gaming. And it was okay. I first tested Forza Horizon 5 and definitely noticed a bit more input lag than on my Windows laptop. Not sure if it was the fault of xCloud/Xbox Cloud Gaming, the device, or my internet. There was still an enjoyable experience to be had. Same goes for Halo MCC, nothing really changes, besides that it's definitely quite sick to be able to play games like Halo, Forza, so on, basically anywhere, as long as you have a controller. Some games also support touch input, although for some reason Xbox Cloud Gaming doesn't support controller vibrations. Not sure if it's Microsoft's fault or just an Android limitation, but definitely worth a mention. PSP Emulation seems to be perfectly suited for this device. I tested one of my favorite childhood games, Lego Indiana Jones, this is the second part, and it ran flawlessly. Probably the best performing game today. Besides gaming, general usability felt honestly kinda bad. Not sure if I'm just spoiled from more expensive devices or I had too high expectations from all the positive reviews back when the device released. Scrolling felt unsmooth, multitasking was really slow, and apps took quite a while to load. With slow animations on top of that, it just led to an unenjoyable experience in my opinion. Perhaps Android 12 is just a bit much for the little Exynos 9611. The included S Pen is a nice addition. So should you buy a cheap Android tablet for gaming? Like always, it depends. If you just want to play older games and emulate consoles like the PSP and older, sure, it's definitely worth a look. If you are more into newer games or games like Minecraft, it's definitely not the best device for that, and there are probably better devices from brands like Xiaomi in that price range. You're probably also going to do a bit of general media consumption on this device, and the display is quite good, especially for the price point, although viewing angles and reflections get quite bad on this device. But in general, it surprised me how good the panel is for this price point. Build quality is also excellent. So if you want a cheap device for emulation, go ahead. I thank you for watching this video. If you like it, leave a like, if not, leave a dislike. I wish you well. I'm Joop. and so long everyone.